Good morning. It's so good to have you guys here today. I'm so excited for this class. It's going to be a arms, abs, and booty flow. So it's going to be pretty slow pace, but we're also going to get those muscles working, a little bit of kind of a Pilates vibe in there, and it's going to feel super good. So I'm excited to have you. When you're ready, get on your mat and we'll get started. We're going to start in a simple cross-legged seat today, sitting up nice and tall, connecting to the breath and noticing how your body feels in this moment. Letting go of whatever the day was before now, and releasing expectations for the future, coming into this present moment, because this practice is entirely for you. We need this time to ourselves to let go of what life is and how stressful it can be sometimes. Allow this class to be entirely for you and for the love you have for yourself and for your body. Take a big inhale and exhale out the mouth. Then softly flutter open the eyes. Come to hands and knees in a tabletop position. Your hands about shoulder width apart, your knees hip width apart. Your wrists just below each shoulder. Inhale as you drop your belly, lifting your gaze. Exhale, tucking chin into chest, pressing the back up towards the sky. Inhale, dropping, opening up the chest. Exhale, curling it back under. One more time. Inhale, opening up big here, looking upwards. Exhale, pulling that belly in, using your core to press away from the earth. Then coming back to a neutral spine, extend your right leg out behind you. Find your foundation here, especially in your hands and your hips, keeping those hips aligned, making sure to square everything forward. And then with that extended right leg, bring your heel up towards the sky to bring your leg parallel to the mat. If you want to take it a little bit further, extend your left arm to be parallel as well, finding this deep, long line from head to toe, pulling the belly in towards the spine, engaging the glutes, flexing your right foot to find stability. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, sending your elbow to your knee, curling inward like your cat pose. And then inhale back out to that straight line. Exhale, tucking chin to chest, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it under. One more time. Extend. And exhale. Extend it out one more time, and then from here, lower your left hand and lower your right knee back down towards the earth. Taking the other side now. Ground through your right leg and extend your left toes back behind you. Really engaging through your upper thighs and your glutes here, keeping that foot flexed the whole time. engaging the core as you square everything forwards. Oh, my little friend Doobie is here. Hello. You want to do yoga with me? And then from here, maybe taking it a little bit further, lifting that left leg off the earth and extending your right hand forward, creating that long line, pulling the belly into the spine, flexing your back foot. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, tucking everything under, sending your elbow to your knee. Oh, hello. And then extending back out to that line. Exhale back to it in center. Inhale, extend one more time. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then extending and lowering back down to the earth. Send your hips back for a child's pose. Reaching everything forward, maybe petting your little furry friend. He's a big fan of yoga. Take a big inhale to find length, and then exhale, sinking into those hips, reaching forward, sending it a little bit deeper towards the earth. Take one more cycle of breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then tuck your toes under, come to that table position, and peel your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here, pulling the belly in towards the spine, engaging that core. Shining your chest towards your thighs. Clawing through the fingertips. Then from here, take your big toes to touch. Drop that left heel and extend your right leg up high towards the sky, keeping your hips squared. And give me 10 little pulses here, moving up an inch and down an inch with your heel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then from here, shifting forward, sending your knee towards your left elbow, and then back up towards the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, shifting forward, sending your knee towards your right elbow this time, and then back up towards the sky. One more time. Exhaling, and this time shifting through center, and then step back to high plank. Hold it here. Pressing away from the mat. Engaging the core, engaging the thighs. Then from here, turning onto the outer edge of your right foot and shifting your weight into your right hand. Soft bend in that elbow, pulling your hips up towards the sky, maybe taking it a little further. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and back down. From here, shift forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes and find upward facing dog. Take a big inhale. And exhale as you release. Tuck your toes back under, press back up into plank, and then to downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet here, keeping your core engaged. And then come to stillness, bring your big toes to touch. Drop that right heel and extend your left leg up to the sky, keeping the hips square. Point that toe and give me 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big inhale and exhale, shifting forward, sending your left knee to your right elbow, and then back up to extend. Inhale. Exhale, shifting left knee to left elbow, and then back up. This time shifting through center, and then finding your way to high plank. If you need to take a moment to rest, you can drop your knees here. If not, find me back in high plank, rolling onto the outer edge of your left foot, grounding through your left hand, pulling your hips up towards the sky and finding that side plank. Reaching up high, holding for 3, 2, 1, and release. Shift forward onto your tippy toes and lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes, and from here, press up to that upward facing dog. Take a big inhale. And exhale as you release. This time, press up to a table, open up your knees as wide as the mat, take your big toes to touch, and send your hips back onto your heels for another child's pose. Taking a moment to catch your breath, notice how you feel. And sending your breath to your belly. A lot of times we breathe just from our chest, but see if you can send your breath from your chest and into your belly, filling that core with air and space. Stay here for one more cycle of breath. Then tuck your toes back under. Come to that tabletop position and send your hips up and back to downward dog. This time, bringing your big toes to touch, and we're going to shift forward just once. Extending that right leg up high, dropping the left heel. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, shifting forward, sending your knee to your opposite elbow. And then back up to downward dog, and then release your leg. Dropping your right heel this time, extend your left leg up high, pointing the toes, squaring the hips. Take a big inhale. And exhale, shifting forward, sending your knee to your opposite elbow. And then back up, finding that extension, and then releasing your leg back down to the mat. From here, rolling from downward dog to that high plank. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, find high plank. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, downward dog. One more time. Exhale, high plank, and lower all the way down to your belly. From here, finding your upward facing dog, pressing up, opening up the chest, and then exhaling back down towards the earth. From here, press up to that table and swing your legs forward to come to a seat. Bring your feet out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall. Extend your hands out long and slowly lowering back, keeping length in the spine. Rolling your lower back down towards the earth. Then the center of your back, then your upper back, and then letting your head go. Hug your knees into your chest, rocking a little bit side to side. Extend your left leg out long and take your nose in towards your knee. And then switching sides, dropping that right leg out long, taking your left knee in, and then switching just a few more times as you engage that core. Keeping your back firmly into the ground. Maybe speeding it up just a little bit. Keeping those shoulders lifted. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Hug everything in towards your chest. Drop both knees over to your left side. Send your gaze over your right shoulder for a simple twist through the core. Wringing everything out like a wet rag. Flushing out the toxins, letting go. Then gently using your core to lift your knees back up, coming to center, and then slowly lowering your knees down to your right side and gazing over your left shoulder. Finding that nourishing twist in the core. Twisting deeper as you pull your belly in towards the spine while letting everything else go. Then use your core to lift your knees all the way back up to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, bringing your nose to your knees, holding here, squeezing everything, maybe even grabbing onto your feet here. Squeezing everything here for 3, 2, 1. And then dropping your heels towards the earth. Taking your feet as wide as your mat. Send your knees in towards each other. Lying flat on your back. Take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. You can even place a folded blanket beneath your hips or lower back here for some support and comfort. Take this moment to wind down. Reconnecting to your breath. See if you can send your breath back down to your belly again. Giving your core some love and nourishment after the hard work it's done. Maybe even sending your breath deeper down into your glutes. Imagining it spreading down throughout your entire legs. And maybe also spreading upwards from the core to the chest. And spreading through to the arms, the face. Allowing every breath to consume your whole body in complete stillness, comfort, and relaxation. Noticing that rise and fall of your breath. Filling the body with air as you inhale. And sending that breath throughout your entire body as you exhale. Then when you're ready, start to wiggle the toes and fingers. And take a big inhale as you reach your arms up overhead, extending your legs out long. Filling the body with that nourishing air. And then exhaling as you roll over to either side and gently press up to a seat. Come back to that cross-legged position. Bring your hands together in prayer at your heart as you sit up tall through your sit bones. Remaining mindful of that core, the way that it can control everything else in your body. Coming back to your natural breath, observing the body. When we set aside even just 10 minutes, 20 minutes, a short little practice like this, it makes the biggest difference in how our body feels and how we feel mentally too throughout our entire day. It can even affect into your whole week. That's why I love these short, simple practices, because they get the job done. They're short and sweet and spicy sometimes too. They give me just that little boost that I need, that I wouldn't feel otherwise if I had not moved at all. Take a big inhale as you sit up just a little bit taller, engaging that core. We don't realize it, but it's something that we do without thinking every day, in every position, whether sitting at the couch or a chair, at the table, standing. Our core is always working, and it affects into our glutes and our arms as well, and our entire body. Take one more big inhale here, and exhale out the mouth. Thank you so much for taking this time to practice with me today, to do something good for your body and your mind. There's so much power in carving out this little bit of time for you. So I applaud you for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.